It's always so much fun when these two teams get together, and this game figures to be no different. They developed quite a rivalry over the years. Who will come out on top this time around? It's the Cowboys going up against the Texans.
Yo.
With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Guy.
It's your boy. Back at it again. Haven't broadcast in a while. Normally I let the guys talk, so you won't hear me too much. But I had to broadcast this game. I'm about 3 years in now. The last episode y'all seen, I was in year 1.
Between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
A lot of changes have been made to the Texans. A lot. So sit back, grab popcorn.
They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5
it's
in a
gonna
row.
be a good game.
I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran Tony Romo.
I enjoy watching him play. When he's in rhythm, when he's locked in, when things are going right, it almost looks like he's just slinging it downfield. And he does that with accuracy and touch and really knows how to inspire his team.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The defense won that play so fast. I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive. It's an early 3rd and 1.
Got the matchup around.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Got up to the second
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed them to get through for a first down.
Take away that.
Romo here on first down. Surveying the field. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Elliott again. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun on third down, Romo, and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
They came out there and intercepted, brought that heat.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing, stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
And if y'all asking, that's me playing running back.
And that's exactly what you want
I like to play my Connect franchise a little differently. Been doing this since I was a kid. I always created my player, tried to develop him to being a Hall of Famer, or one of the best. This is my first time actually creating him to be a running back. Most of the times I played quarterback because that was my favorite position. And the position I played pretty much all my life until I got to college. And my junior year, really my senior year of high school, I didn't play.
And then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
I just wanted to do something a little different.
And now what he's trying to do is use his body
try to create a
keep
two-head
the
monster
away from the
with
football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! 39! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. 56, Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by Miller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll go on the ground.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now back to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and very short. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sean Lee
Had him
able
wide
to
open,
drop him
man,
for
on
a
the pick
loss
play.
of 4. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 3rd down, Elliott. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Oh, getting the end zone.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Nice.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
12 yards on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. He's got time. He's got Fuller.
Get out of there, Fuller.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0.
Yeah, for all you Texan fans, I feel like some of the things we're missing. And
so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Move these guys around. We let
That's
Fuller
fielded in the
outside
end
too
zone.
much.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
Possibly have
they created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. On first down, Romo and Beasley with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Receiver.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Regardless of what I would have done.
Ready, right 20. Right 20.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Man.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Right 18. Right 18.
They'll try the air now with Romo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Holding.
So the defensive
Automatic first down.
holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield, and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ready, left 35.
On 1st and 10, Romo. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley.
That's what kills me with Madden.
And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
And we're going to instant replay this for you guys to see. This is the type of stuff that kills me. Okay. Nobody makes a play on the ball. Like, hit this dude. Punish him. It just makes you stand there. Look at that. And this is another thing that that I've been pressing. A lot of people say player movement, and player movement is a definite necessity. But technique is something that really needs to be addressed here with this Madden. Now, Number one, okay, you're lined up inside, okay. You, if I make the adjustment for us, which I did, to take away the inside, why is he lined up outside on the outside shoulder? If he's lined up on the inside, this is basically a pick play. This is what that is. This is a pick. Okay? The man, Cash, his man goes underneath where Boye's goes over the top. Pick play. Okay? Technique. This guy right here is playing man coverage. He's pressing. You jam him now. You don't wait till he gets off the line. He's an on-the-line player. You should jam him. Okay? Now, player movement will stop this sliding. Okay? You see the sliding. And then here comes technique. What are you patting for? You don't pat. They tell everybody. They tell you that. Do not pat your feet. You backpedal. Or if you're going to press him, you turn right here. You didn't get your hands on him off the line. He's a free release. He gets a free release. You turn and run. You don't just push him to the side like you're playing a zone. This is not a zone. This is man coverage. This is man coverage. What are we doing? So then, here comes the ball. Boye makes no attempt to try to swat at the ball. And neither does Murphy. And these are two guys that I've been working with. Both have 88 and 80, I believe, 88 and 90 plus play recognition and 88 plus awareness. This is ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. Make a play on the football.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I ran into him. I was holding
the
him, but
35-yard line, right around the
that was
36.
all me. Can't blame that on nobody but me.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Right side caught Fedorowicz. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
All right, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. Strong grabs it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Cowboys look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. First and 10. Romo's completion is made out of the gun. And it's caught for the score, cutting the deficit to 3. Midway through the second quarter, Fuller's the target on the quick pass, and he'll end up at the 35-yard line before being tackled. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
All right, go.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen for Miller. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? And until that point, the defense had completely taken Des Bryant out of this game.
And that's so hard for him to fathom. I cannot believe the first time Tony Romo found him open and completed it was here in the second half. Because Des thinks he's open every single time and just doesn't believe that if you, just throw the ball.
Come on, where's the holding, man?
Triple covered, and he wants Tony to have that kind of confidence in him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. Romo gives to Elliott.
Get him.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
On 3rd and inches, you pretty much expect to see straight-ahead runs, and this one doesn't quite go that way. And it certainly didn't help him trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, tried to get to the outside, lost yardage. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Detroit! Detroit! Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will add
shots
on to
fired.
the lead.
Bang, bang.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They come out here in the eye. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Talking about the game.
Still second down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And 4th down coming up. Now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans take possession. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And finding Fedorowicz. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
Sir, that's J.J. Watt.
Lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd in this moment. Their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Huh? Who? Boy, about to make me cuss on my stream.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
This Madden game.
Drops it underneath.
I was the only one in the house
the next wave swarms in
going that pick the Patriots.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And they'll run it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play.
Man,
it'll be second down.
I was laughing
And in this situation with the lead
so hard yesterday.
they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
That was the absolutely funniest thing I ever seen in my life. In the Super Bowl.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now
you fumbled the ball, you
mother. Picked up by the. There he goes, right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game.
He said, hey.
But boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close.
Country said, hey.
Our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but
from Destiny days.
Comfortably in command.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Romo, this will be caught at about the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Romo on 3rd and goal. Finding time. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas. And it's 4th and 4.
But partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Surveying the field. Trying here for Brian, and it's intercepted. A great read.
Just like Tony Romo.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard
to throw an interception.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief. That you still have the lead,
did you get rid of your Grand Theft?
And what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything.
I had just texted Iceberg to him, probably about to buy that damn Maze Bank.
That's going to hurt their team.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1st down.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
Here we go now. 39.
The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to
Oh,
keep
he
it on the
never
ground.
said
That's
that
what
when
they're
he
doing.
hopped in 40.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
How you gonna hop in somebody's party and don't speak? It's like walking in somebody's house and not speak.
Time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry,
He
it
gonna
puts him
come
over
on.
100 yards now for the
He
day.
gonna come on and like, hey man. I hear y'all talking
So the
shit.
run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of
Hey
downs.
man.
Four down. Check. Now let's go. 3-19.
From the midfield strike,
I was
they'll
on the
look to
phone.
throw.
I was on the phone.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That
Yeah,
throw
we know.
good for 4. It's second down. They like
Yeah,
going
we
to
know-
him in the
we know
slot.
he
He
was on
catches
the
another
phone.
one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw. He's got time, and he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
About to buy you a line.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do with a line?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Nuh-uh.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down following the run.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Oh.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion
Sir,
to
that's
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
A gain of 11 and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic.
What you
so
say, Schroeder?
anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down.
That's like
Now,
pounding
hold everything
football.
here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Score when I ain't need to. I was winning 28 to 7 with 13 seconds left. But I was on the, 4-yard line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
I made some baked chicken last night. That shit was so damn good.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Crazy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
20. Right 20.
One last throw here for Romo. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Get you one, boy, yeah.
It's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
They Facebook Live everything. Mark them boys.
Let me get Nick. You playing online or you just playing regular?
No, I'm playing my franchise.
Let me try you, Nick.
Let me cut this stream off because she over there talking loud.